Hi guys, let me share my screen. Am I audible, guys?
Yeah.
Good. Yesterday, guys, we have actually created two functions in the function app. Do you remember, guys, what are the functions which we have created?
Yes, HTTP trigger, timer trigger, sir.
Yeah. In the same way, guys, today, I initially I don't want to explain that, but I need to explain that, guys. There is one more function is there. Let me quickly create one sample backend function. Okay. Now guys, we need to create a build pipeline and release pipeline. So we have already created this, guys. We have already created a repo and we have actually pushed my files to the repo. And my intention is to, when I deploy this function to the backend, I should see this function 1 and function 2 in the function section of my backend function app. Am I correct, guys? Am I correct, guys? Yes. Now, guys, so let us wait for 1 minute so that this function can be created. I am creating one more function app, backend function app. You know, guys, the function app we generally, okay. Why we use the function app, guys? Can you tell me why we create the function apps?
To host the backend application, sir.
Yeah, to host the backend applications. Generally, we write the function app. You know that. Now, guys, and there are a lot of different functions those backend programmers will write. So there is no need for you to know it, but I'm explaining them. A little bit of knowledge I'm giving here. So, guys, today we are going to create another function, which is a queue trigger function, guys, Azure queue trigger function. And to work with that function, guys, yeah, it has been okay. Now the function app has already been created with the name backend function app 1256. Now, if you go to the functions, I told you guys in real time, you will not create these functions. But if you get any problem in the prod, you will come to the functions and you will see all the functions monitor sections to know whether there are any errors in it or not. Okay, now guys, I'm creating the third function, the next function. Yeah, wait for a minute. Yeah, we have already seen these two, guys. This is Azure queue storage trigger function, guys. If you can see it, a function that will be run whenever a message is added to a specified Azure storage queue. What is the meaning of this, guys? Do you understand? A function which will be run, that means which will be triggered whenever a message is added to a specified Azure storage queue. That means, guys, here in this cloud, we will be having some storage accounts where you will be having a data storage called queue. When you add a message to that queue, this function will be triggered. Further, guys, you have to come here down. If you select this second function, guys, no need to have anything else. No need to select anything. But if you select this third function, you have to select one queue name and one storage account name, guys. Currently, we don't have any. So, guys, to completely know about these backend functions, we need to know about a service called storage accounts, guys. You can see, you can search for it. So this is another important service which is provided by the Azure cloud, that is a storage account, guys. Now here, let us first, guys, today we will complete the storage account, and if we get any time, then we will create the build and release pipeline for my function app. So, guys, why I'm explaining this? To complete function app, guys, you need to know the queue storage function. To work with that functions, you need to know this particular storage account. Otherwise, you cannot work with that. So, guys, in companies, there may be a lot of software engineers here. Can you tell me, guys, how? Okay, first of all, your project manager, product manager, TL, all your programmers, will they generate any documents or not in any software development process? First question. Do the programmers, project managers, will they generate any documents? If there is a programmer, he only writes the code or he will create any document? Can you tell me? Question.
Write the code as well as sometimes they create a document as well.
Definitely, sometimes all the time they need to create a document. Without the if they do some work, they have to document it later. For example, if that programmer leaves the company, whoever the next programmer, he can understand the function or the code by reading the document. So preparing the document is the one of the most important thing done by all your team members. Now guys, you know, if you are working in any software company, do you know guys what is SharePoint?
Central repository, sir.
Yeah, actually a lot of the companies may use SharePoint, where we will be having a lot of class libraries, or actually this will be used to store all your documents, and you can share the documents with your team members easily. So guys, to send the documents to your team members, to create any documents, generally guys, if your company is implementing SharePoint, they will only rely on this particular thing guys. Then as a DevOps engineer, there is no need for you to create any separate thing for the storage if your company is using SharePoint. But guys, if your company, when you join as a DevOps engineer, if it is not using the SharePoint, then guys, the Azure cloud is providing one service called storage account. What is the use of it? Actually, this account will be used to store all your documents, PDF documents, Word documents, audio files, video files, meeting recordings, actually sometimes code also. So guys, we can actually store our data like documents and everything in an account called storage account. So why we use the storage account? Simply to store the document or anything in one place in Azure. That is the reason we use storage account. If your company is implementing this, there we may not use it. But if there is no SharePoint in your company, then guys, as a DevOps engineer, you have to work with the storage account, and you need to create the storage account. Now guys, let me create one. Very simple. Select storage account, click the button create. Yes, simple guys. Select the resource group, give a name. Sorry, it should be lowercase letters only. Storage account 1256. It's already taken 125. 1259. Okay, it is there. Select standard guys, and I'll explain these things later. Don't worry guys. I'm selecting local redundant storage. Now guys, just click the button review. Next click the button create. Now guys, what you are doing, you are actually creating one storage account, and we use storage account to store the documents. Okay, how to store it, that we will see now. Wait for a minute. Done. Go to your resource. Yeah, you can see guys, in any storage account, there are 4 types of data storages. That means guys, you can create containers, you can create file sheets, you can create queues, and you can create tables. Actually, I told you now, to work with Azure queue storage trigger in the function app, you need to know what is this queues part guys. So let us see these 4 things that will complete the storage account service. Then we will integrate this queue with my function app. So guys, first let me click on these containers. Very simple, guys. Now I'm just click this button plus. Now guys, give any name to your container. Container sample. Guys, if you observe here, there are three types of access levels. One is private, blob, container. For now, I'll explain now only, guys. For now, I'm selecting container access level and click the button create. Now, guys, I have just created one container which is there inside my storage account. What I have just done, I have created one storage account. This is my storage account 1259. Inside the storage account, I have created one container. So guys, by using these four things, I can actually store my documents or anything. Now go click on your container, and after that, guys, very simple, click this button upload. And guys, you can browse the files, which file you want to. Yeah, I want to, for example, any document, guys. Upload. Now you can see this, guys. I have uploaded successfully a document into my container. And just click on the document. To access it, just click on the document. And you can see this, guys. There is a URL which has been given. Copy that URL and paste and go. You can see, guys, I have accessed the document. Now, if you see this, guys, what I have just done, I have actually uploaded one document to my container. And if you want to access it, how to access it, guys, click on that, and you need to click on this URL, and you need to browse that URL. And in your team, if there is anyone who wants to have access this document, you only need to give this URL to them. When you mail this URL to them, when they click on the link, they will access the document. Guys, do you understand what is a container?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, very simple, guys. Nothing is there. Now, guys, here you can actually upload. You have created one container. Inside the container, you can upload audio file, video file, PDF, Word. You can upload anything. And one more thing, guys, here you can see now this, okay, first let us see about the access style. Access style, guys, it is saying hot. Actually, guys, in a container, to upload document, Microsoft doesn't charge you anything, but to download it or to access it, for each and every download and access, some amount will be charged on your subscription. So guys, for example, there are some 10 documents in your container, and there are some 20 people in your team, and all those 20 people are frequently accessing those 10 documents. Then guys, the document type should be, access style should be hot. You can see this. Now guys, actually I want to change style. If you click the button change style, now you can change the access tier from hot to cool to archive. If it is hot, means guys, it is very frequently accessed document and there should not be any latency. What is the meaning of latency? When you click the link, the document quickly download or appear. It should not take any time to appear, guys. So because it's a very frequently accessed document. Now guys, there is one document, guys, document 1. Every day some 10 members are using the document. Then you want, when you upload the document to the container, give the access style as hot. And there is another document, guys. This document is not frequent accessing. Your team members are accessing this document weekly once, that's it. So they are not frequently accessing this document. Then guys, you have to change the access style from hot to cool. When it is cool, guys, when the downloader, when they access, less amount will be charged on your card. If it is hot, because you are frequently accessing the document, for each access, you will get more amount if it is hot. Cool means it will charge a less amount. And guys, if there is a document, no one is actually accessing the document, only for 6 months or 1 year, they are trying to access the document. At that time, you have to change the access type from cool to archive and save it. Now guys, if there are 3 documents, document 1, 2, 3, 1 is hot, 2 is cool, 3 is archive. Can you tell me what is the which document is costly?
Hot tires, sir.
Yeah, hot tie documents are very costly, and these are the very frequently accessed document, and there is no latency in it. So guys, in this way, as a DevOps engineer, you can directly upload the documents to your container. And guys, here, if you observe, let me go back to my container. This is my container, guys. Now I want to change the access level. You know, there are 3 access levels. We have just seen the container. Let me go back to the private. If you see container, guys, anonymous read access for containers and blobs. If it is blob, only blobs. If it is private, guys, it is saying it is said that no anonymous access. For example, I have changed the access tier of this particular container to private. If you can see, this is a private access level. When you click on this container, guys, this is the document which is there. Now, guys, if you try to, this is the URL. Generally, if it is container level access, then when you click the URL, you will see the output. That means you will see the document. But when you change the access level to private, you cannot see the image or document or audio file, because guys, it is not for everyone. It is not for all public use. Anonymously, no one can directly use it, whoever having this link. So how to access this? There is, okay, this, this is a private access level. Then guys, just go to this generate SAS. Click button, and guys, here actually you can put some restrictions on this document. Like, for example, you can set start and expiry date. For example, this document should only be available from this point. What is the end date? End date should be some 23rd. That means, guys, this document will be available for the user from 20th February to 20th February, this time only. And one more thing, guys, in your company, guys, there may be 100 members of users, and definitely in the higher management there will be 10 members. And guys, there will be some important documents, only those 10 members should view it. Then guys, if it is that important document, you have to type those 10 members IP addresses. Can you tell me what is the meaning of an IP address? What is the meaning of an IP address, guys? If
a unique address of the system, right, sir?
Yeah, actually, when I connect to a network, when I'm having an internet, guys, when I type IP config in my CMD, I can actually see my system's private IP address. This is my private IP address, guys. If you want to know your public IP, guys, type in the Google it for what is my IP. Then, guys, you will be shown with an IP address. This is my public IP, guys. Actually, this is my public IP. In the same way, in your and this public IP can be sometimes dynamic, sometimes static. What is the meaning of dynamic and static, guys? Can anyone tell me what is a dynamic IP? What is a static IP?
Dynamics means the IP will be changed every time.
Yeah, actually, guys, first of all, what is an IP? IP is nothing but, if it is a laptop or mobile or anything, guys, if it is your Wi-Fi router, if it is your smart TV, if it is your computer, whatever is the device, when it connects to the internet, on the internet, the device will be known with its IP address. So it's a unique IP address. And guys, if it is a dynamic IP address, now guys, when I on my system, when I check for what is my IP, now I'm getting this IP. But if I disconnect the internet and again I connect to the internet, guys, next time when I check for my IP, this IP may vary. Actually, it will vary. For all our domestic use, only dynamic IPs will be allocated for us. But in the company, guys, there will be some systems where a static IPs will be given. That means for those systems, those IP address will not be changed. And in the same way, in your company, the CEO, CIO, and the product manager, if they are using some systems which are having the static IPs, you simply enter those IPs here. For example, one IP is 20.78.79. This is first address, and this is second system's address. In this way, guys, you will enter some 10 system IP addresses here. And when you need to enter these 10 systems, and when you click this button, generate SAS token and URL, then what will happen, guys? Okay, I have to wait for a minute, guys. I have given future date now. Let me change it. What is today's date? Yeah. Generate. Now, guys, check this URL. Now, guys, if I click this URL, is there any other restriction? 1 minute, guys. Let me click this. Generate SAS. No more restrictions. 16, 17, yes. Generate. Why doesn't it repeat hairstyle function? Actually, you should access that. Yes, actually, you should access it because I haven't put any restriction over this document. Is there any restriction? No. What is the time? 7:24 p.m. Let me backdate it. Read. Yes, read permission. Everything is correct. Okay, so actually we should access the permission is not permitted on here. Okay, sorry. Actually, the problem here, guys, it is an archived document. We haven't changed the access type. Archived documents, you cannot have that. So change that to hot or cool. Now you will get access. Now click on it. I'll explain, guys. Don't worry. 1 minute. I'll explain that. Now generate this thing. URL. Wait for a minute. Archive blob, but I have changed it. It is not an archive blob. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. It is private access level. It is still showing archive. 1 minute. Let me change the time from archive to hot. Yes, save. Still archive. Why it is still archive? Actually, guys, it is taking some time to pending to hot. So let's do one thing. Let me upload another document. 1 minute, guys. Let me upload another document here. Browse files. Let me upload PDF. Upload it. Done. This is hot. Now it is change the access level. Change the access. Yeah, it is private only. Click it. Generate SAS. Generate token. Now you can see this, guys. This is the document. Actually, I'm able to access this with this URL, this generate SAS token URL. Are you getting my point, guys? If you want to access this particular thing with this URL, wait for a minute. If you want to access this with this URL, it will not access. Why? Because it's a private access level. The access level of this document is private. If it is private, guys, you have to go on this area, generate SAS. And guys, if you want to put any restriction, how will you put your restrictions? Either you will enter some IP addresses. For example, if you enter one IP address, which is your project manager's IP address, when you generate token, guys, though we are having this particular URL, you cannot open it. Only the system which is having the IP address that will only open this document. Guys, do you understand this or not? First tell me, what is private access level? What is container access level? First tell me that. Guys, what is private access level? What is the meaning of that?
Private is for within the organization or within the closed team.
Yes.
Yeah, private means you need to say if you want to put any restrictions over the access of the document, then you have to change the access level to private. Am I correct, guys? If you want to put any type of restrictions, a restriction means you can actually set a date on the document, or you can actually add some IP addresses to the document so that only those people can access this document. What is a container access level document, guys? Container level means anyone can access
public level.
And anonymous access. If anyone having that particular URL, the link, they can actually access the document. So guys, when you upload your documents to the container, you have to actually your TL will tell these 5 documents you change the access level to public. These 5 documents it has to be a container. These 5 it has to be private. And if you observe, guys, there is one more access level. If you go and click here, private means no anonymous access. That means everyone cannot access. Container, everyone. But guys, there is another access level called blob. There is only small difference between blob and container, guys. The difference is if you change it to blob, guys, what will happen? Okay, blob is nothing but, guys, with a limited data chunk. Okay, let me explain that. Actually, when you want to store some documents in cloud, guys, there are 3 different types of documents. One is documents like MS Word documents, or Excel sheets, or PDF documents. So this is one type of data you will upload to your container, and there will be another type of data like audio files and video files. Guys, there will be one meeting record. You want to store a meeting record. So this is the second type of data. And third type of the data is, guys, your project code. Guys, for now, what are we using to store the project code, guys? Can anyone tell me where we are storing the project code?
In the repos, Azure DevOps.
Yeah,
repos.
in DevOps account, repos we are storing. But guys, you can actually, in the storage account also, you can store the project code. But guys, here only the difference is, if it is container access level, then you can store, guys. The difference between blob and container, blob also anonymous. Anyone with the URL can access it. But guys, in the blob, you can only store first 2 type documents. You cannot store the third type. If it is container, you can store all these 3 types. Have you understand, guys, what is this type of document? What is the meaning of doc, Excel, PDF? Normal document, guys, which we generate image. Those are the normal type of documents or data. And what is audio video file? This is also normal type of data. But project code means, to store project code, it should be container access level only. You cannot store a code into a blob level access. That is the only difference. Guys, now have you understood what is private, container, and blob? Is it clear, guys?